Well, hello, Springford. Happy Wednesday and Happy New Year. Welcome back and welcome into 2023. Today's weekly update is going to be pretty brief. We're really just going to talk about the email you received over break and what this Saturday's meeting is really all about, this school board meeting. So you received an email over the break that talked about us having a board meeting to talk about facilities. And we called it a board workshop because that really is what it is. Another phrase for it is a committee of the whole, which really is we will follow a very strict agenda as we normally do and are required to do for board meetings. But from 12 o'clock until approximately 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon, we're going to meet. It's a public meeting. People can come and attend. People can watch through live streaming, where we're going to talk about our facilities. As many of you know, Spring City, we is one of our buildings, and we have been looking at some increased enrollment in that catchment area and how we're going to be tackling that. But that's part of a bigger decision that's going to deal with all of our facilities, the eighth grade center and how old the eighth grade center is and what we need to do with that one. The grade level, do you consider redistricting? Do you consider shifting grades around? All those discussions. So we employed ICS, which is the company that has done feasibility studies for us and demographic studies for us, to pull together some information so we can start making some informed decisions about how we want to plan for Springford to look in the next 10 years. And make no mistakes about this, this is not going to be a quick change. We're trying to stay ahead of the curve. So, for example, anything that we would decide to do for Spring City, for example, would likely not be in effect and done until the 25-26 school year. So we're really talking about a number of years down the road, and Spring City is really one of the first things that needs to happen. So this Saturday will function like a normal board meeting, with the exception of one topic, and that's going to be the ICS presentation talking about our facilities and talking about what we as a district need to be considering when we decide what to do with Spring City, but then the more broader perspective, what we need to do with all of our facilities. We've had a lot of discussions about Giza and about our 10-year plan and things like that. This is all part of that. It's all connected. And we just want to make sure that we've provided the board with as much information as we can so that they can make as informed a decision as they can in an appropriate amount of time for us to be able to do what we need to do, but then to be able to carefully consider what the options are and what the implications would be for our students and certainly for our taxpayers. So a lot's happening. I don't believe any decisions are going to come out of Saturday at all. There will be no voting. There will be some discussions and some consensus gathering, but none of that is official. Any decisions that need to be made would need to happen at a public board meeting, which, as you know, typically happen, votes typically happen during that last meeting of the month on Monday. So stay tuned. If you get an opportunity to tune in, it's really going to be important for you to check that out and see what we're considering. And again, we're just talking about options. I don't want anybody to get too excited. We're really just talking about options. If you get a chance to check it out, that would be important. Obviously, we archive all of our recordings on YouTube. So if you don't get a chance to tune in, at least watch it to get a sense of where we're going or where we think we might need to be going. And stay informed. And if you can attend in person, that would be great too. Again, this really impacts you and your children down the road, not next year, really not even the year after, really talking about 25, 26 and beyond. But feel free to tune in, and we look forward to hearing from you. Other than that, we welcome your students back. We welcome you back, and we hope you had a great ending to your 2022, and we're wishing you all the best in 2023. Take care, thanks, and we will see you next week.